The Quran contains several verses related to farming, agriculture, and the natural processes that sustain human life. These verses often emphasize God's role in creation, His blessings in providing sustenance, and the natural order of life on earth. Let's look at some key verses and break down their meanings in relation to farming. 1. Surah An-Naba, Quran 78 verse 15 to 16. Verse, so that we may bring forth grain, vegetation, and gardens of luxurious growth. Breakdown, grain and vegetation. This verse highlights that God brings forth essential crops, like grain and vegetation for sustenance. Grains, such as wheat and barley, are staples in human diets and are key products of agriculture. Gardens of luxurious growth. This refers to the abundance and diversity of vegetation, including fruits and other plants that thrive under favorable conditions, signifying the richness of God's creation and the balance in nature. 2. Surah Al-Waqiyah, Quran 56 verse 63 to 64. Verse, have you seen the seed that you sow? Is it you who makes it grow, or are we the grower? Breakdown, sowing the seed. Human effort in planting is acknowledged, but the verse shifts focus to the ultimate cause, God. Humans plant seeds, but the growth and development of plants are controlled by divine will. We the grower. This emphasizes the idea that while humans can participate in farming, the real power behind the sprouting and nurturing of crops is God, not human effort alone. 3. Surah Abasa, Quran 80 verse 24 to 32. Verses, let man consider his food, how we pour water in abundance. Then we split the earth in clefts and cause the grain to grow therein, and grapes and vegetables and olive trees and palm trees, and gardens dense with lofty trees, and fruits and fodder for you and your cattle to enjoy. Breakdown, consider his food. This verse invites reflection on the entire process of how food is produced, from rain to harvest. Pour water in abundance. Rain is essential for agriculture, and its abundance is depicted as a divine blessing. Splitting the earth refers to the way soil opens up for seeds to sprout and grow. Grain, grapes, vegetables, and trees. A variety of crops, staples, fruits, vegetables, and trees are mentioned, representing different types of agricultural produce. Fruits and fodder. The products benefit both humans and animals, showing the interconnectedness of all creation and sustaining life. 4. Surah Al-An'am, Quran 6 verse 99. Verse, and it is He who sends down rain from the sky. Then we bring forth thereby the growth of all things. We bring forth from it greenery from which we produce grains arranged in layers. And from the palm trees, of its emerging fruit are clusters hanging low. And we produce gardens of grapevines, olives, and pomegranates, similar yet varied. Look at their fruit when they begin to bear fruit and at their ripening. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who believe. Breakdown, rain from the sky. A reminder that the rain, essential for farming, is sent by God. Growth of all things. The rain gives rise to a wide variety of plants, grains, palm trees, and clusters. The description of agricultural produce, grains and fruits, emphasizes the bounty provided by God, similar yet varied. Although some plants may look similar, their fruits differ in taste and other qualities, pointing to the diversity in God's creation. Ripening fruit. The stages of plant growth and fruit ripening highlight the natural order and cycles created by God. 5. Surah Yasin, Quran 36 verse 33 to 35. Verses, and a sign for them is the dead earth. We have brought it to life and brought forth from it grain, and from it they eat. And we placed therein gardens of palm, trees and grapevines, and caused springs to gush forth, that they may eat of his fruit. And their hands have not produced it, so will they not be grateful? Breakdown, dead earth brought to life. This symbolizes the resurrection of barren land after rainfall, producing crops and fruits, grain and gardens. The mention of grain and gardens highlights the agricultural productivity resulting from divine intervention. Their hands have not produced it. This phrase emphasizes that Although humans cultivate the land, the ultimate source of the crops is God, not human hands alone. Gratitude. The verse calls for gratitude for the sustenance provided through farming. 6. Surah Al-Araid, Quran 13 verse 4. Verse. And within the land are neighboring plots and gardens of grapevines and crops, and palm trees, growing from the same soil and watered with the same water. Yet, we make some of them exceed others in quality of fruit. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who reason. Breakdown. Neighboring plots. This refers to different types of agricultural fields existing side by side. Grapevines and palm trees. These are common agricultural products in the region, symbolizing the diversity of crops. Same water, different quality. Although crops may receive the same water and nutrients, their fruit differs in quality, pointing to God's power and wisdom in creation. Signs for people who reason. This calls on people to reflect on the natural world and the divine order behind it. 7. Surah Al-An'am, Quran 6 verse 141. Verse. And he it is who produces gardens trellised and untrellised, and date palms, and crops of different shape and taste, its fruits and its seeds, and olives and pomegranates, similar in kind and different in taste. Eat of their fruit when they ripen, but pay the due thereof on the day of harvest, and waste not by extravagance. Verily, he likes not al-musrifun, those who waste by extravagance. Breakdown. Trellised and untrellised gardens. Different methods of cultivation are acknowledged. Here, both supported, trellised, and natural, untrellised. Crops of different shape and taste. The variety of crops emphasizes the diversity of agricultural produce, with different textures, shapes, and flavors. Pay the due thereof. This is a command to give the rightful share. Zakat, from the harvest to the needy, acknowledging the social responsibility tied to farming. Waste not by extravagance, a warning against wastage, encouraging mindful use of resources and gratitude for God's provisions. Key themes from these verses. 1. God is the sustainer. Farming and agriculture are seen as part of God's design, where humans play a role in cultivation, but the ultimate control lies with God. 2. Gratitude and reflection. These verses encourage reflection on the processes of nature and express gratitude for the bounty provided through the land. 3. Diversity in creation. The Quran acknowledges the variety and richness of agricultural produce, showing how different crops serve different purposes. 4. Social responsibility. There is an emphasis on giving a portion of the harvest to the needy and avoiding waste. 5. Interdependence of nature. The verses highlight the importance of water, soil, and natural processes in sustaining human and animal life. These themes reflect the deep connection between spiritual teachings and practical life, particularly in how agriculture sustains communities while reminding them of their dependence on divine mercy. We hope you enjoy this video. Leave us a comment, like, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to watch our related videos. Stay blessed.